Hello, welcome to my presentation on Henri Cartier-Bresson, a pioneer of street photograph and a master of what he famously called the decisive moment. So he was born in France in 1908 and became a founding member of Magnum Photos. He believed photography was about capturing the fleeting instant when form and meaning aligned perfectly. He worked exclusively with a 35 millimeter Leica camera and never cropped his images. What he saw in the viewfinder is what we see in final print. So the selected work. So we're going to be taking a few minutes to look at his most iconic photographs. So the first one is behind the Guerriere Saint-Lazare in 1932. And just to preface, I'm very sorry for my pronunciation. It's definitely not well. So this image captures a man mid-leap over a puddle behind the Saint-Lazare train station in Paris. He's suspended in the air, his reflection perfectly mirrored in the water below. The tension is palpable. He's about to land, but we're frozen in the moment just before. Behind him, a poster of dancers echoes his pose, adding a surreal layer of visual rhythm. The composition is masterful, the puddle acting as a stage, and the fence frames the scene, and the man's silhouette becomes a symbol of fleeting time. This is essence of decisive moment, a split second that reveals both motion and stillness. So the second one is Rue Mouffetard, Paris, 1954. Again, I'm so sorry about my pronunciation. So this is basically a young boy beams with pride as he carries 2 large bottles of wine down a cobble street. His joy is infectious, and the scene feels spontaneous and intimate. And I think that's what's so special about his photography, that it's just raw. Behind him, 2 girls giggle and a woman watches with amusement. The background is soft, blurred, drawing our focus to the boy's expression and posture. The composition uses shallow depth of field and natural light to emphasize the subject's innocence and confidence. The next one is Gestapo informer recognized by a woman she has denounced. 1945. Taken in deportation in Germany, this photograph documents a moment of raw confirmation. A woman recently liberated points out former Gestapo informer. The accused lowers her head in shame while the accuser stands firm. Her face is a mix of anger and vindication. Around them, a crowd watches in silence. The composition is stark and journalistic. There is no embellishment, just the truth. And finally, Alberto Giacometti at the, again, I'm so sorry for pronunciation, Magat Gallery, 1961. In this photograph, the sculptor Alberto Giacometti walks through his exhibition space, blurred in motion, cigarette in mouth, carrying one of his own sculptures. His figure mirrors the tall, slender sculptures around him. The gallery is in flux, paintings leaning against the wall, sculptures await placement. The image feels like a dance between artist and artwork. So, again, I think him as a photographer, it just shows how raw and true his photographs are really. And you can, again, see that in the print. So he used black and white film and natural light. He didn't stage scenes like I said before. He waited, observed, and clicked at the perfect instant. His work has been exhibited in major museums like MoMA and published in magazines like Life and Paris. So I would say his work falls under documentary and aesthetic categories from chapter 4 of criticizing photography. His images are not just records of events, but they're visual poems. He added lyrical, almost surreal quality to everyday life, elevating candid moments into timeless arts. What sets him apart is his conceptual approach. He didn't just document reality, he revealed its rhythm and emotion. His photographs invite us to pause and reflect on what life is really around us. So, why it matters. So, his legacy reshaped photojournalism and fine art photography. He showed that truth and beauty could coexist in a single frame, and that patience, intuition, and timing are just as vital as technical skills. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you got a glimpse into Cartier-Bresson's world. Thank you.